Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suhei with Suhei Plans, and today I have my 2025 Sterling Ink planner order. I purchased 3 N2 planners on the second release, which was on September 8th. Today is September 20th, and I just received them. I'm super excited, and in this video I want to go through what I got and share with you some of my plans and intentions for all of these weeks size planner. Did I need 3? I actually don't know the answer to that question myself, but let me kind of just walk you through that and what I'm thinking. All right, let's take a look. I am excited. I've been so excited seeing other hauls and other folks unboxing their common planners. So I'm really excited to see what I got. Let's move this aside. All right. Appreciate the packaging. So I picked up 3 weeks sized planners. I picked up the N2 horizontal compact, the N2 horizontal full, and an N2 horizontal undated, which is why this one is in a different cover compared to the 2025 planners. Take a look at our freebie here. Let's see what we got. All right, some very pretty stickers for fall. Ooh, I love all those purple hues. I think that'll look so pretty with my Janet Leather dark brown cover. Yeah, those are really pretty. Excited for those. What should we start with? Let's start with what you're here for, right? The 2025 releases. Let's start with the Mulberry, y'all. I picked up the full in the N2 in Mulberry. Ooh, we got a little sneak peek of the calendar card freebies that have been coming with all the planners. Yay! I love this particular design. I'm so excited. As a born and bred New Yorker, I was really hoping to get this design. I love it. I think that this is such a thoughtful and functional freebie to come along with the planners. I've heard other members in the community say that they're going to laminate this, which I think is such a cool idea. Use it as a pencil board. I absolutely love this design that I got. And it's so great that it has the weeks of the year labeled on here as well. And some room for notes that I think is really cool. And special about the week size, I don't think every calendar card has room for notes. So that's awesome and gorgeous. And how beautiful does it look with the mulberry color? All right, so I love the box that they came into with the embossing there and a little sneak peek at the planner. So I picked up the N2 horizontal in Mulberry with gold edging. I needed something in Mulberry, and I knew I wanted to use N2 for a fact. Sorry about this crinkling. I know I wanted to use N2 for sure for 2025, and I needed to have Mulberry in the things that I picked up. And this color is really, really elegant, really chic. I hope it's picking up well. Maybe right there when the sun hits it. It's really, really pretty. And I think it just looks divine with the gold. I'm not going to do a page by page flip because there are a lot of these out there. I'd rather spend more time in this video talking about how I'm planning to use them. Very exciting. That's a nice, hefty, substantial book as well. All right, book 2. I love it. I haven't used, so this is a bit risky. I picked up N2, several planners in N2, but I've never used the size before. But I learned that in 2024, smaller planning is working better for me. So meaning planning in smaller sizes is working for me. And one thing I knew before 2024 is that I love also writing in a vertical, on a very vertical sized page, if that makes sense, like a narrow page. All right, this is the same horizontal N2, but in the color Fairy Floss. Ooh, and I think maybe I got the same one or a different one. A different one. Wow. I haven't seen this one before. This is gorgeous as well. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I love these two together. I love this kind of like apartment condo feel vibes. Like that's so me. I am obsessed with this one. Wow. I really wanted, I knew that there were some that I didn't want. And I knew I wanted this one, but I don't think I've seen this one out there, or maybe I just haven't watched enough videos, but this is awesome. I love this. I think this is gorgeous as well. This is really exciting. Love that. All right, and here is Fairy Floss. And I also got gold edging on the Fairy Floss. I just think that the gold edging is super special. It's so unique. No one else is doing it. I couldn't resist. I just think it's beautiful and it elevates the planner. I had to have gold edging. Ooh, very soft cover, just like the Mulberry. I like this color. I don't think, oh, is that a bit of a smudge? Oh, just a little bit of a smudge there. Okay. I really like the color of the Fairy Floss. I find it to be quite muted. I think I saw some other reviews share that it seemed a little too like bright, but I would disagree. I think it's a very, very muted pink. I really like that as well. I'm trying to decide if this little smudge here bothers me or not. I don't know. Would that bother you? Let me know in the comments. All right, but that is quite lovely. All right, these planners are not inexpensive. So if you do see something, an imperfection on your planner, you know, it is something to think about. Okay, but I really love this. And this feels so just easy. You know, this has a really hefty weight to it. This feels so easy. Let me show you the thickness in comparison to one another. So the full is much thicker than the compact. But there's a lot of, this feels so satisfying though as well. Wow, I love both of them. There are those spines. Gorgeous. All right. Okay, let's see. Got these calendar cards, pencil boards. Honestly, when Catherine was posting pictures of 2025 planners and Mulberry and Fairy Floss were together, I was just so obsessed. Like I was so obsessed with those combinations. I knew that Fairy Floss and Mulberry had to be in my life somehow, and these really do not disappoint. But you know what? I'm like oogling over these cards. They're just so great. But the planners are the stars. I'm sorry, the planners are the stars. Okay, so last but not least, let's take a look at the Undated. Let me just move some of these things aside. Okay, so the Undated is also an N2, also in horizontal and compact. I do have some plans for this, and I knew that a full version wasn't necessary. All right. Dun, 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 dun. And I went with the caramel. It is also available in onyx, but I went with the caramel and gold edging as well. It's that similar horizontal layout, just completely undated. Beautiful. And I think that those also look very nice together. Let's see if we could focus in a bit there. There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see those. Okay, that smudge is bothering me even more. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's kind of focus on what we're here to chat about. All right, so why so many planners? I love them. I'm really excited, but why so many? I really want to try N2 for 2025. That's one. I love to play around in a planner before I start using it. And so that's why I picked up the Undated. I would like a couple of months, we have a quarter left in the year or so, to play around with layouts, use it in different ways, set it up in different ways, decorate it in different ways, so that I can feel more confident about how I'm using my dated planners. I also love that I can experiment in a couple of months. I can put this down and I can pick it right back up at any time that I need. So that's why I picked up an Undated. I also like having an extra planner in my possession to play around in, experiment in, and that is one reason I also picked up the Undated. So why the N2s? Why the dated ones? I want to use actually, let me rewind. I want to use the compact version of the N2 for on the go and travel planning. I want to just throw this in my bag, throw it in my Hobonichi Poder, and just go. I don't feel up for carrying around my beautiful VDS leather cover. And I would just love an alternative, something duplicative to just carry around that has all my important dates, that I can feel free to throw in a bag, mess around a bit, and it's going to be okay. It kind of fits anywhere because it's so slim and compact. And so that's what I want to do with this planner for 2025. The Undated will just help me figure out what my planning will look like so that I kind of get it right away once the year starts, if that makes sense. So what about the full year? This was a bit of an impulsive purchase, I have to admit. I just really loved the idea of possessing something in Mulberry. The passport was too small. The B6 and A5 are too big. So I kind of settled on having an N2 in the Mulberry as well. Something that I'm kind of thinking about for this planner as well is I find myself in the middle of the year wanting to move, needing to move or wanting to move out of a current planner or a current notebook or whatever for XYZ reasons. And I really benefited from having just a couple more planners that I initially intended in my possession. I really benefited by having a couple of extra in my stash. I was able to pull things out, use them temporarily, put them back, or if I had an idea, or if I wanted to see how a layout would look, it was really nice having just a couple of extras to be able to play around with. And so that's why I decided to pick up the additional N2. I'm still debating whether or not, it's still possible that I might sell it. I made some impulsive planner purchases elsewhere lately, and so I'm thinking that I could try to resell this to kind of make up for that, but part of me also really just wants to hang on to all of these and just play and explore and use them as I see fit in the new year. So that is the plan for it right now. Look how great that cover looks with the caramel, and all of these prints go actually very nicely, although I do like this with the Mulberry and this with the Fairy Floss. It just looks so nice. I love these. So also, before I picked up the N2s, I picked up a Moterm cover for the week size. Let's see if I can find that now. All right. I picked up a Moterm cover for my weeks. I'm a little bit conflicted about it now that I have it because, well, if I'm planning to just make it a grab and go, easy to throw in my bag, you really kind of can't achieve that in the same way when you put a leather cover on a book. It becomes clunky, it becomes heavy, it just loses that let's go kind of potential that a thin little book like this has. right? So, but I really love when Catherine shows us her mauve planners with her plum colored covers. And so that's the combination that I picked up. This is also a pencil board from the 2025 Hobonichi launch that I'm also planning on using in here. And look how cute that is with the fairy floss. Looks nice too with the plum. I'm sorry, with the mulberry. Also with the, the greens really complement the caramel. The reds kind of complement the mulberry. And then there's more pink in here and blue that look nice with the fairy floss. Anyway, sorry. So I picked up a Moterm cover for the weeks. I've always loved seeing Catherine's purple or burgundy Giglio with her mauve pink covers. And I wanted to do that same thing So this is a Moterm Veg Tan in Plum. It's really pretty. It's gorgeous. Has a nice rich color. And I'm really kind of intending, I think that looks very nice. That has a nice match to it. So if you're thinking about like a plum cover with your mulberry, I think that looks very nice. Very monochromatic. But what I really was excited for the Moterm Plum was for Fairy Floss. Yes. I just really love how these two colors look together. Slide that in. I just love how those two colors look together. I think they're so complementary, and I think that definitely lives up to my expectation for the combination. That looks really pretty. But again, I am kind of debating about keeping this cover because it does change the dynamic of a grab and go. It just does. And what's also nice about the plum is that look how beautiful it also looks with the caramel. I'm kind of winning no matter what planner I end up choosing for it. But I guess we'll see. There's still plenty of time to figure that stuff out for 2025. And so that's kind of how I'm intending to use all of these different planners. There's a lot of experimentation happening. There's a lot of exploring, trying new sizes, trying out different things for the new year. And I am done with my planner purchases for 2025. And that's a really good feeling. And I'm hoping that if I have a pivot, if I have a change, if I have an idea for something that I want to start, I have these very portable, very compact, very high functioning planners that are my extras that I can jump into throughout the year. I'd love to know kind of what your thoughts are on your 2025 haul. What did you get in the common planner with the common planner releases? Did anybody else get this board? I think it's so cool. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. Do you think I should keep the cover? What do we feel about this blemish? Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you guys. I will see you in the next one. And yes, can 2025 get here already? Bye, folks. Thanks again.